What if the reason you are not seeing God's best isn't because you lack talent, but because you are resisting obedience? Talent may open doors, but only obedience keeps you in God's will. And here's why: choosing ones. We live in a world that celebrates talents. The most gifted people are often the most admired. We are taught that if we are talented enough, skilled enough, or smart enough, we can achieve anything and everything. But God's kingdom works differently. Throughout the Bible, God consistently chose people who were willing to obey Him rather than people who simply looked qualified. Talents can impress people, but obedience pleases God. Think about Moses. He didn't believe he was a good speaker, yet God used him to lead an entire nation. Think about David. Before he became king, he was simply a shepherd who obeyed God faithfully. Think about Peter. He was an ordinary fisherman, but because he obeyed Jesus, his life changed forever. None of these people were chosen because they were most talented. They were chosen because they trusted God enough to obey Him. The truth is, talent without obedience can become pride. Yes, you can have an incredible, amazing voice, incredible business idea, or extraordinary gifts. But if those gifts aren't surrendered to God, they won't produce the internal impact He desires. Obedience often requires sacrifice. Sometimes God asks us to wait when we want to move. Sometimes He tells us to forgive when we want revenge. Sometimes He asks us to let go of opportunity that looks so good because He has something better prepared for us. Those moments don't always make sense, but that's where faith grows. So when you obey God, you are saying, "Oh God, I trust your wisdom more than my own." That kind of trust is very powerful. So don't forget, God isn't searching for perfect people. He is searching for willing hearts like you and me. Yes, you that is listening to me now. Your greatest breakthrough may not come from learning a new skills. It may come from saying yes to what God has already asked you to do. So if you have been comparing your talent to someone else, just stop, please. Instead, ask yourself this question: am I being obedient to God's voice today? Because in God's hand, an obedient heart will always accomplish more than talent without surrender. So choosing ones, choose obedience today. Trust God and watch Him do what your talent alone could never accomplish. Thank you for listening. If this spoke to you, please kindly click on the subscribe button and subscribe. Like, share, and comment. See you in my next video.